Good evening. I'm Mark Gooding, ZL2UFI in Upper Hutt.
I'm Rosemary Boshier, ZL1RO in Auckland.
And I'm Stephen McNeill, ZL4HG from Christchurch.
And I'm Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF in Nelson. And together we bring you the NZART official broadcast for July 2019. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the July official broadcast. Leading tonight's broadcast is Presidential Comment. Reporting from Upper Hutt, here's our NZART President, Mark Gooding, ZL2UFI. Mark?
Good evening, everyone. Since conference, I've been very busy on a number of matters on behalf of NZART, which I'll mention tonight. These are covered off in my column in the next break-in due out in early August, but best I mention them here. The Cordia Agreement is up for renewal as of 1 July 2019, and it extends for 3 years until 1 July 2022. I've been speaking directly with Cordia after the new agreement was first cited, with a huge increase on the power supply bill of over 215%. Once this negotiation is completed, NZART can go forward with the new agreement. As part of the old agreement, some VHF repeaters around the country were being paid for by NZART, which should not have happened. As such, all affected clubs have been advised that they either pay their share of the new power bill or vacate the Cordia site. NZART will, for the near future, only be paying for the power bill on national system repeaters located in Cordia sites. No doubt you are aware of the recent uproar worldwide of the French proposal for the 144 to 146 megahertz 2-metre band in Region 1. Our IARU officer, John Moriarty, ZL2JPM, has written a response to this proposal. This proposal was published in last week's info line and will also be in the next break-in. Please read John's response so that you are informed of NZART's position on this matter. NZART Council has settled on a new promotion of getting youth into amateur radio, and I'm pleased to announce that from 1 September 2019, we have set the fee for sitting and passing the NZART exam bank questions to zero. Again, more information on this is in the next break-in. In Auckland, NZART has been in negotiation with Auckland City Council over 2 AREC located repeaters in their regional parks. Not a simple thing to do. Having sought legal advice and having amendments made, I'm pleased to say that we have a 5-year agreement going forward with another 5-year renewal should we exercise our rights to do so. These types of agreements may become the norm with councils going forward, so we must exercise due care before signing on the dotted line. The cost of this legal work was underwritten by AREC. In July, due to sickness, I was forced to close NZART headquarters for the month. From 1 August 2019, NZART HQ will be open for 2 days a week, Wednesdays and Fridays, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on each day. This is to allow Debbie, ZL2DL, to gradually return to work. From 1 August, you will be able to leave messages on the landline, and Debbie will attend to these when she is working in the office. The email address has been monitored over July, and replies sent where required. Over time, I expect a full return to normal office hours of operation for NZART headquarters. Debbie is doing fine and on the road to recovery. As I am away for August and September, Warren Harris, ZL2AJ, the Vice President, will be running NZART. This trip is to the UK to see my daughter and was planned over a year ago, well before I put my name forward to be NZART President. While there, I am visiting RSGB to see what they are doing and for an exchange of views and ideas. So the next 2 official broadcasts will be from Warren, and my next one will be at the end of October. Other changes are coming for NZART this year, so read break-in, info line and the official broadcast to stay abreast of them. That's all from me, and back to you, Jim.
Thank you, Mark. The NZART President, Mark Gooding, ZL2UFI. To the results now of the recently held Sangster Shield CW contest, received from the contest organiser, Glenn Kingston, ZL2KZ. Tonight's results will cover the top 3 place getters in each division and the winner of the Transistor Trophy. The Sangster Shield Open section. First place, Ideal 3VZ, Bill Cousins, Marlborough Branch 22, with a total score of 14,790. Second place, ZL 1XH, Paul Barrett, Auckland Branch 02, with a total score of 13,770. And in third place, ZL2GD, Grant Daniel, North Canterbury Branch 68, with a total score of 13,175. To the Transistor Trophy, first-time entrant, ZL2IW, Robin Carter, Marlborough Branch 22, with a total score of 600. The Arthur Stevens South Island Trophy, first place, ZL3VZ, Bill Cousins, Marlborough Branch 22, with a total score of 14,790. Second place, ZL2GD, Grant Daniel, North Canterbury Branch 68, with a total score of 13,175. And in third place, ZL2LN, Barry Davenport, Motueka Branch 24, with a total score of 11,050. Organiser Glenn ZL2KZ says thanks to all that took part this year. Numbers were up with 20 logs received from 17 of the 19 branches on the air. Scores are mostly improved on last year, but conditions were poor for long-distance contacts. Only 2 VKs were claimed this year, compared to 15 VKs last year and 50 in 2017. Congratulations to Open Section winner Bill ZL3VZ, operating near the Portage. The full results and report of the Sangster Shield Contest 2019 will be in your July-August issue of Break-In. The Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Branch 12 NZART is holding their annual market day on Saturday, the 31st of August. Firstly, and most importantly note, there is a new venue. It is the Gordonton Hall, 1024 Gordonton Road, State Highway 1B, Gordonton. On sale to be new and second-hand amateur radio equipment, new and second-hand radio and electronic parts, and second-hand computer equipment. Buyers entry free from 10 a.m. Food and refreshments will be available. Table space $20 per metre prepaid or $25 on the day. Now for more details and to register, go to Hamilton Amateur Radio Club website. That's at www.zl1ux.org.nz. Any inquiries, please email harcmday@nzart.org.nz. That's harcmday@nzart.org.nz. That's the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club's annual market day on Saturday, the 31st of August at the Gordonton Hall. Now to catch up on amateur radio news from around the world, we join the team at the Amateur Radio Newsline.
We begin this week's report with the story of amateur radio's role in rescue and reunion in India. Jason Daniels, VK2 LAW, has those details for you.
Amateur radio operators in West Bengal, India, helped reunite family members with a 65-year-old man who had gone missing after falling seriously ill while travelling. The man, who had formerly worked for the municipality of Jalpaiguri, was found unconscious by the side of the road in Patna and admitted to a private nursing home there, according to local news reports. One of his rescuers managed to contact the man's family using his mobile phone, but only briefly as the battery went dead. The family, cut off without full information, reached out to the West Bengal Radio Club and its secretary Ambarish Nagbiswas, VU2JFA. The West Bengal Hams contacted their counterparts in Patna with the help of Swaran Kumar Singh, VU2OYZ. However, while arrangements were being made to transfer the patient to a facility in Jalpaiguri, despite the complications of heavy flood conditions there, the man's condition stabilised. Shortly thereafter, the man's family was en route to Patna for their reunion with him. Ambarish Nagbiswas told the Millennium Post newspaper, "We feel that such concerted efforts on the part of the people from a neighbouring state in our Patna Ham team to help out a person in West Bengal in distress deserves special mention." For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jason Daniels, VK2LAW.
Up for some adventure on the high seas? Ed Durant, DD5LP, has this report about an iconic pirate radio station.
As all the special event stations celebrating man's moon landing start to wind down, the Martello Tower Group are marking the anniversary of some high adventures at sea. It has been 55 years since the first UK shipborne pirate radio station came on the air off England's coast in 1964. Not only was Radio Caroline the first of the offshore pirates, she was also the last one, closing down in the 1990s. That wasn't the end, however, as a group of supporters restored the last of the ships used, the Ross Revenge, converting it into a pirate radio museum with a working broadcast studio moored in the River Blackwater, and to top that, they managed to get a local radio licence using the frequency and transmitter site from their old enemy, the BBC. At night, the 1 kilowatt AM station can be heard on 648 kHz across much of Northern Europe, still playing the classic rock and roll of the Radio Caroline era. To celebrate 55 years since the start of the change to radio listening options in the UK, a special event station, GB55RC, will be active on HF from on board the Radio Caroline ship from the 1st to the 5th of August, and a lucky few can visit the ship with the special event station operating on Saturday the 3rd and Sunday the 4th of August. Special QSL cards will be available for contacting the ship and for SWL reports. For full details, check the GB55RC page on QRZ.com. For Amateur Radio Newsline, this is Ed DD5LP.
For now, with Kieran Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York and our news team worldwide, I'm Stephen Kinford, N8WB in Wadsworth, Ohio, saying 73. And as always, we thank you for listening. Amateur Radio Newsline is copyright 2019, all rights reserved.
And as always, we say thank you to Newsline for the use of their copyright material. New Plymouth Amateur Radio Club Branch 27 are holding a junk sale on Saturday, September 21st at the Mungaray Memorial Hall on the corner of Kent Road and State Highway 3, New Plymouth. The hall opens at 8 a.m. for vendors with buyers welcome at 10 a.m. There will be food and refreshments available on site. Please contact the Secretary to reserve a table. For more information, email secretary@zl2ab.com. or go to www.zl2ab.com. That's the New Plymouth Branch 27 junk sale on Saturday, the 21st of September. Time now for WARO News, and it's a very good evening to Rosemary, ZL1RO.
Thanks, Jim. Good evening, everyone. From Top CZL2LS, our WARO president, comes the following. The WARO rules and guidelines that were discussed at the AGM have been finalised and approved by the Executive Committee of WARO, and they'll be available to read on our webpage very soon. The Hamilton Market Day is being held on Saturday the 31st of August this year at a new venue, the Gordonton Hall. As usual, YOs will get together for morning tea. All ladies are welcome to come along. They do not have to be WARO members to attend. The Australian YO Group's Alara 39th Phone and CW contest is being held over 24 hours from 0600 UTC on Saturday the 24th of August to 05:59 as UTC on Sunday the 25th of August. The contest is on all HF bands and Echolink and is available to all licensed operators. The object is for YOs to work everyone, but OMs can only work YOs. You need to get your log to the contest manager by the 30th of September. Full details for scoring, etc. can be found in the latest WARO Bulletin magazine or on the Alara website, which is www.alara.org.au/contest. A number of WARO members are also Alara members, and we'll hope they'll be able to support this contest. The last few years have not been good for propagation during this contest, but do keep trying, ladies. A reminder that a form for renewing WARO subs was included in the last WARO Bulletin, and if you want to take advantage of the discount offered, you need to get your sub to our treasurer, Heather, ZL2TYF, before the 31st of August. All the information you need to do this and the form to fill in is on page 16 of the Bulletin. Lastly, silent keys. If anybody knows of a family member of a WARO member passing away, please let Secretary Val ZL2FO know so a card can be sent. That's all for July, Jim. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Rosemary. Reporting for WARO, Rosemary Boshier, ZL1RO. Finally, in tonight's official broadcast lineup, it's Branch News. Here's Stephen McNeill, ZL4HG.
Thanks, Jim, and good evening, everyone. We'll start with the Whangarei Amateur Radio Club, Branch 28, NZART. The next meeting is on the 7th of August at the club rooms in Heritage Park in Whangarei, starting 7:30 p.m. This is the ladies' night, and it will involve a Bernina sewing machine demonstration. To the Franklin Amateur Radio Club, where the next meeting is on Tuesday the 20th of August in the club rooms on Stadium Drive in Pukekohe at 7:30 p.m. And this will involve a talk on network cards by Peter, ZL1PJH. The next general meeting of the Tauranga Amateur Radio Club, Branch 39 NZART, will be held on Thursday the 8th of August, starting 7:30 p.m. at the Tauranga Fire Station Meeting Room, which is on 195 Cameron Road in Tauranga. And a word from the club, please make sure you park on the street, not round the back or the side of the building. Over to the east, and Napier Amateur Radio Club, which has its meeting on Wednesday, August the 7th, involving a show and tell. You can bring anything that will be of interest to the group, and it can be absolutely anything, even a paper or magazine clipping. And that meeting is held at the usual place, which is 7:30 p.m. at the club rooms at 123 Latham Street in Napier. Down to the South Island, and Nelson Branch 26 has a pre-loved equipment auction at 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, August the 21st, at the National Party Electorate Office meeting rooms on the corners of Waimea and Quarantine Roads. Look at your newsletter for more details. Marlborough Amateur Radio Club, NZART Branch 22, have their next meeting on Thursday, August the 8th, where John Errington will give part 2 of his talk on printed circuit board construction and production. And that meeting starts 7:30 p.m. at the Emergency Operations Centre on the Wither Road Extension in Blenheim. And finally to Otago Branch 30 NZART, where the next club meeting is on Wednesday, August the 21st, and that'll see a talk on high-frequency antennas by Neil, ZL4UC. And that meeting will be at the club rooms, starting 7:30 p.m. at 109 McAndrew Road in South Dunedin. Back to you, Jim.
Thank you, Stephen. Stephen McNeill, ZL4HG, reporting from Christchurch. The next official broadcast of NZART will be made by ZL6A at 8 p.m. on Sunday, the 25th of August. This is ZL6A, headquarters station of the New Zealand Association of Radio Transmitters, concluding the NZART official broadcast for July 2019. Good night, everyone. Good night now.